Guys, the rains have returned to Southern California, and that's good news for those of you who like to get out there and hike. Why am I wearing this? Best rain hike in Southern California. Guys, if this was any other normal time, I would say the best rain hike in Southern California has got to be in Malibu. And I'm talking about the Grotto Trail at Circle X Ranch. If you've never hiked it before, it's a beautiful boulder grotto with waterfalls flowing into it, and the best time to go is during the rain or directly after the rain. The problem is, as far as I know, because of the recent Malibu fires, the trail to the grotto is closed. And so I'm gonna refrain from referring to Malibu hikes because Glen Canyon Falls, Zuma Falls, there's a lot of great waterfalls, Escondido Falls, there's a lot of great waterfalls out in Malibu that don't flow year round because the Santa Monica Mountains dry up really quickly. So the best time to hit those Malibu waterfalls is during the rain or right after some rain. However, because of the recent fires, most of those trails are closed. So we're gonna stay away from Malibu. A lot of people, when you talk about rain hikes in LA, they're gonna recommend the same old stuff. They're gonna recommend Eaton Falls. They're gonna recommend Millard Falls. And while both of those are really good beginner hikes, they're pretty short, family friendly, I'm not gonna recommend those because they get super crowded. I don't like to go on hikes where there's 50, 100 people at the waterfall or on the trail and everybody's got their kids, everybody's got their dogs, it's loud, it's chaotic, people are playing their music. So I like to recommend what I like to do personally. And what I like to do personally is get a little bit off the beaten track. Glen Canyon Falls, Millard Falls, those are great family-friendly waterfalls, especially after it's rained. But I like to recommend stuff that not a lot of people know about. That's why I'm gonna recommend the best rain hike in LA, which you probably have not heard of. Yes, it is a waterfall, Glen Canyon Falls. It's in Azusa. It's a 12-mile round-trip hike. Now, wait, before you click off, 12 miles round trip. However, one of the reasons this is a good rain hike is because that hike is on a paved road. It's closed off, so there's no car traffic on this road. A lot of people use it for bike riding. You can ride down the path. Most people don't even know there's several waterfalls off that road. So before you even get to Glen Canyon Falls, which is up Glen Canyon right next to the Glen Canyon campground, there's other little side canyons and waterfalls all along that path. It's a beautiful hike. If you don't make it all the way to Glen Canyon, there's other little multi-tiered waterfalls, 8, 10, 6 feet tall, off to the side of the trail. It's 12-mile round trip. You could ride your bike easily, but it's a nice leisurely walk on a paved road, so it's not much of a hike until you get to Glen Canyon, where you're basically off trail going up the canyon, and it can be pretty slippery. I've done it in the rain, I've done it after it rained. It was a little mossy and slippery. But Glen Canyon Falls is a beautiful 3-tier waterfall. The bottom tier is about 20 or 30 feet. Then you've got the second tier, which is like 100 feet. Third tier is 120, 150 feet. I do not recommend climbing up to the second and third tier, although I have done it in the past. I highly do not recommend it. It's very loose, very dangerous. And I had a few moments when I went up there where I was questioning this decision because it was pretty sketchy. Going up was sketchy, but coming back down was way sketchier. Glen Canyon Falls, I highly recommend you check it out. Leisurely 12-mile walk. You don't have to worry about slipping off the trail, mudslide, or anything like that on the trail because it's paved. And the reason why you want to do this right after it rains or during the rain is because Glen Canyon Falls does not flow year-round. It doesn't drain a very large area. It's not spring-fed or anything like that. A lot of people think it's the most beautiful waterfall in the San Gabriel Mountains, Glen Canyon Falls. I've made a longer detailed video about that. Click that to check that out, Glen Canyon Falls. In the meantime, get out there, find your adventure, and be infamous.
Infamous.